Hey y'all, I am getting ready to share some information with you because I get a lot of questions about social media marketing, why I teach social media marketing, and there's a lot of reasons why I do that. So before I get started, I'm going to invite some of my friends and my business partners. Hey y'all, I know y'all are always asking me questions about social media marketing. Why do I do it? Why do I teach it? And this video is going to definitely be eye-opening for you guys. And just so I don't miss anything, hey B, hey Forrest, LaVonda, I see y'all. I got some notes because I don't want to miss telling y'all anything. But some of you may know who I am, some may not. I am LaVonda, also known as the Travel Queen. And y'all, I built my entire business on social media. And there's a lot of things that people understand or don't understand. But the reality is I had to tap into social media marketing. For one, I never had a big circle of friends. Hey, Joyce. I didn't have a big circle of friends. I'm not a part of a sorority. I have a huge family. However, don't want to do business with everyone that's in my family. So I had to figure out some ways to do this business opportunity. Hey, y'all. Hey, TJ. Hey, Elise. Robert, can y'all see me okay? I see that Miss Latasha says she can't see me. If y'all can see me, let me know. Go ahead and grab your pens and paper because I know y'all gonna want to take some notes. Hey Mardia, but here's the real deal, y'all. Everybody don't want to do business with their friends and family. My great grandmother had 22 kids, so there's a whole bunch of great grandkids and grandkids on my mom's side of the family. On my daddy's side of the family, we're getting to know more of our family members, but some of you are like me. You just never had a whole lot of people around you or in your circle. And so this video, y'all, is a straight no chaser. So if you're emotional, if you're sensitive, this video is not for you. This is for all of my network marketing friends, my networkers, people that are building teams, people who are entrepreneurs. And if you're really looking to take your business to the next level, this is the video for you, okay? We are talking about social media. Why are people afraid of it? I have no idea. But there's so many people who struggle building their business because they're waiting for their friends and family to support them. Now, here's the funny thing. You guys are waiting for people who have never supported you in any of the regular things you did in life to now all of a sudden support you in your business ventures. Get over it. They're not going to do it, right? But your business don't have to suffer for that. So I get people who are, yeah, B, get your tissue ready, girl. I have people that inbox me all the time that are upset, that are disappointed. They're saying their business isn't growing because their friends and family are not supporting them. And I always ask them, well, have they ever supported you before? Were they at your high school graduation? Were they at your college graduation? Were they at your wedding? And have you ever needed them in your life to be successful in anything before, right? So a lot of times people are asking, or they're upset, well, my mom, my sisters, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, my best friend, they're not supporting me in my business. Guys, the reality is that you don't need their support to be successful. When you think about highly successful businesses and entrepreneurs, when you see these people walking on stage getting their Grammys and their awards and their recognitions, when you see them in these business articles talking about their journey of earning millions and billions of dollars, do you realize they're not thanking their friends and family? Because if it were not for all of them, they wouldn't be where they are. I honestly believe that we were put here not just for our immediate circles, but to connect with other strangers, right? To get us to places where we want to be. So if you would not refer your friends and family to get a job with you and work with you, chances are you don't want them in your business anyway, right? So a lot of times I'll ask that question, well, this cousin that you're just gung-ho for getting on your team or in your business, would you actually give them a job application to work with you? If you say no, if you're too ashamed for them to work on a job with you, why would you want them in your business anyway, right? Like, no, get over it, move on. Also, if you wouldn't trust them to help you build a business with $1 million, meaning if they don't have the education, if they don't have the business intelligence, if they don't have the IQ that's required to really be successful, then chances are you don't want them in your business anyway. And social media is just one of those tools, that we need to reach people that we would not normally reach because we don't share their DNA. And is that okay? Yes, it is absolutely okay to not want to do business with friends and family. Now, I have a lot of my colleagues or people that are also in the same type of business that I'm in. They put a lot of pressure on their business partners and their team to only talk business with their friends and family, and that can be dangerous, especially if you don't know who these people, friends and family members are. Some people have some very dysfunctional situations, right? And the next thing you know, you have all these dysfunctional people now in a business environment. And so we just have to get very, very smart and stop being desperate, right? When people are struggling in their business ventures and they're venting online or they're upset because they don't have the support of their friends and family members, it looks very desperate, right? And one thing is that you're probably turning off people, strangers, who would join your business because they feel that you only want to do business with your friends and family, and because you're devastated that these people are not doing business with you, it makes them not want to do business with you. So you definitely want to be careful with that. Y'all, you are building a real business. Count the people that are in your DNA line. Count the people that are in your family's genealogy. And if you put a number next to the people that you can identify, you are looking at a tragic situation if you can only build a business with those people, right? I have almost 500 people on my team right now. If I was only relying on my friends and family members, y'all, to do business with me, who are willing to invest in themselves, who are willing to do the work, guess what, y'all? I probably wouldn't even have 10 people on my team. That is not to insult my family. That is not to insult my circle. That is being absolutely real. So here's another reason why I don't really pressure people to put their friends and family in the business, is because I did it in my previous opportunity. In fact, I would even pay for them to join the business. Do not ever pay someone else's investment to do business. For one, they'll never respect the business because they didn't make the investment themselves. Secondly, they're not going to want to do the work, right? It doesn't matter if it's a free opportunity, if it's a $10 opportunity, a $100 opportunity. Guys, people need to see the value for themselves. And sometimes, y'all, be honest and be real. Doing business with family and friends can be the worst days of your life, right? It could be so painful. I've had family members who have been in business with me that have some unrealistic expectations. They're wanting me to do everything for them and they do nothing for themselves. They're not wanting to even read for themselves, y'all. They don't even want to do their own work, but they're expecting to make the money just because I'm related to them or just because I'm their friend, right? They're wanting me to do everything so they can get paid, and where in the world do they do that, right? And I always say, well, when you can go to your job and do absolutely nothing and get paid, that's when you can be on my team and do absolutely nothing and get paid. There are some things that people just may not respect you because you are who you are, because you're related to them, because you're their friend. They don't really see you as a business owner or a leader. And so it's really hard for them to respect what you're saying. It's hard for them to respect your leadership skills because you're too close to them. And so sometimes you do have to go out and build a business first, show them your evidence that you are who you are, and then it will make them more attracted to your business, and it will create a more serious environment for them. And so another thing is that our friends and family, y'all, they have a million excuses. And because you're related to them, because you're emotionally attached to them, they're going to expect you to feel sorry for them and to give them a pass. And one of the hardest things, and you're probably like me, I do have a soft spot in my heart for my family, right? And so because of that, then you may start to do things a little different. Stop, Joe. You may start to do things a little differently than you would normally do, and that's adding pressure and stress to you and your life, and you don't want to do that, right? Again, they are going to be respectful. It's too personal, right? Because you knew what happened to them when they were 10 years old. And now that they're 50, you're still supposed to be sorry about what's happening. Doing business with family, when you get on the phone, they want to talk about what so-and-so did, why so-and-so is getting divorced, who didn't pay their fees for the family reunion. You got to talk about all that stuff before you can talk about business, right? And so it's a very stressful environment. So I can tell you guys, from 2014 until now, and as long as I am doing business the way that I do business, I will rely on social media marketing. Why is that? Because I have built some of my strongest business relationships thanks to Facebook and YouTube. I have videos on YouTube. I have built my Facebook personal business page. I have recently, in the past 8 months, have really put in a lot of time into my Facebook business page, and I have built organically. And so there's ways that people are doing things right and they're doing things wrong. But what I've been able to do on social media is I've been able to attract people who are like me, people who respect me, people who are serious, who are business minded, and who are ready to get in the hunt, on the grind, and make some money. And so I don't have to worry about, people not answering my phone calls because they owe me some money, right? We're doing business and just business. And so with social media, guys, you have the opportunity now to be the best that you can be and let the world see it. And what's funny is that a lot of times, even though your friends and family members may not want to do business with them, or perhaps you don't want to necessarily have a business relationship with them, they can definitely lead you to some amazing people, right? You can share your business opportunity. You can have them share it. You can ask them for referrals. They work with people who don't share your DNA, right? And so they're going to lead you to some good people, prospects, some great leads to help you grow your business. So social media marketing, y'all, is great for explosive growth, right? Again, I have people on my team in places that I have never visited. We have people on the team in Wisconsin, in New Jersey. I've been to New York, but I have business partners there that I haven't yet met. I was in Louisiana this past weekend, and I met business partners for the first time, but we have already made money together. Is that not amazing, right? Business partners in California, in Ireland, in the UK, in Jamaica, in the Bahamas, all over the world. And that kind of stuff happens on social media. I have family members that don't even have a passport, that have never left Texas. So if I was only relying on my family or my close friends, I will be stuck with a very small, limited business. So that's another reason why you want to step out of your comfort zone and start being more vocal and visible on social media. And you are a brand. You are a brand, whether you realize it or not. And that's why if you're going to start talking business on social media, guys, you have to be very aware that there's just certain things you cannot talk about. There's things, political things, there's religious things, there's all types of personal venting things that you have to be aware of. I inbox my team members all the time and I'll say, hey, I know you are upset right now with whomever, but you need to delete that off of your Facebook page. The reality is, y'all, more people are watching you than you actually realize. And why do I say that? There's people that watch you more than you'll know because they never like your post. They never comment on your post, and they never inbox you. But you can guarantee that they are still watching you. And they're just waiting for you to quit your business, to get frustrated, to look professional, to be inconsistent. And so that's why with your brand on social media marketing, you need to be true to yourself, right? I have reminders that I have to set to post. A lot of you think I'm on Facebook all day, every day, and I'm not. I'm a homeschooler. Right? I have things to do. I have a house to clean. I have food to cook. I have laundry to fold. So it's impossible for me to be on Facebook every day. But I had to find ways to be socially visible without being physically attached to the computer. And so there's a lot of resources out there, y'all, that you can schedule posts. Even Facebook allows you to schedule posts in advance. If you don't have like a group or a chat, guys, set those things up and start marketing and branding yourselves with your business partners. Perhaps you don't want the world to see what you're doing. You don't want your competition to see what you're doing. Maybe you don't want your family and friends to see everything that you're doing. There's ways that you can create groups on Facebook, and those groups are specific to you and your marketing efforts. Go on YouTube. Find that stuff. Y'all, I didn't know anything about any of this before I started doing my business, but I had to do some research. There's some online marketers that are building their businesses that are earning hundreds of thousands of dollars online, okay? I'm telling you, $200,000 a month, $250,000 a month, $500,000 a month. I mean, there's some big dollars out there, and it's because when you're recording a video, you can be global within seconds, right? And so that is very powerful, especially for those of you who are working full-time jobs. I was able to grow a team of over 200 independent travel agents on my team while I still had a full-time, very demanding job, okay? If it were not for social media, that would not have been possible for me. Okay, a lot of people see it as, you know, oh, that's a cop out on doing business. You got to do face-to-face business. Y'all, I do believe in face-to-face business, but sometimes you have to make those connections that are most convenient for your schedule. I have a lot of introverts on my team, people who are shy, people who are visually impaired, people who have never owned a business before, and it has been much easier to help them get out of their comfort zone on social media than trying to force these people in the front of the room or in front of people where they are just shaking in their boots, right? And so social media is one of those great assets to your business. So again, your brand is everything. When y'all come to my page, what are some of the things that you just assume about me without me saying? Right? What are some of those things? I know people are always inboxing me and saying, hey, you're passionate about your children. I love your relationship with your husband. I love how you, stay excited and passionate about your travel business. People they know that I love my team, and my team know that we're not just a team. We are a family. Right? And so those things are shown on my page. And one of the things that you want to ask yourself is, what does your page say about you? A lot of times people reach out to me and they'll say, hey, can you look at my page and tell me if I'm branding correctly? And guess what? When I go to their page and I'm like, no, I really can't even tell that you own a business. I can't tell what you do. You're not saying enough. You're not showcasing enough. I can't tell that you're a leader. I can't tell, So some of those things you really want to tap into and find out what it is that you're saying without saying it. That's what your brand is. Some people think that you have to be a 6-figure income earner. You have to be this top leader. No. How was I able to build my business online and become a leader? It's because people believed I was a leader before I became one, just by the things that I was showcasing. Okay, so that's very important. And have a plan. Y'all, just because we do business online doesn't mean we're any less of business owners than anyone else who's investing a lot of time and money traveling. JoJo, turn the TV down some. Okay, so just because we're building online does not mean that we're not doing business for real. Okay, there's some people that will reach out to me. I'll ask them for a phone number. If they don't give me a phone number, I don't want to do business with you, because just like you want to make sure I'm not a scam, I want to make sure who I'm doing business with. And some people, hold on one second, mommy moment. JoJo, give it here. Thank you. Okay. No, not now. Okay, so anyways, guys, I want to make sure that you know that just because you're doing business online doesn't mean that you're cutting corners. You still need to be professional, right? And so some of the things, if you were like me and you've had a Facebook page for over 10 years and you did not always use Facebook for business and you did more personal things, but now you want to build your business on social media, you have to check yourself. You have to now understand that things that you would have posted before you represented your business on social media is no longer acceptable as a social media online marketer, okay? I still have to check myself. And guys, you're going to grow. Don't be so perfect, because if you're perfect, you're going to intimidate people and they don't want to do business with perfect people, right? I don't always wear makeup on my videos. Y'all know that. I just felt like doing, a little something today. But anyways, you don't have to do that. You don't have to have a canned speech. You don't have to be perfect. Because now people are going to be intimidated by doing business with you, and they're not going to believe you. If you're too perfect, who wants to be in business with perfect people, right? When people make mistakes on my team, we laugh about it and we celebrate those mistakes. Because I know that if you are stepping out of your comfort zone, you're going to bump your head a little bit. You're going to have to learn some lessons before you perfect what you're doing. But guess what, y'all? Along the way, you're going to make a lot of money. I made a lot of money while making mistakes, being able to correct myself, and grooming to be a better leader. Right? And so when you are growing a team, you want your team to know what mistakes you have made. And if you're not making mistakes, you can't teach anyone else to do what you do, right? You can't make it seem like you just woke up perfect. You just woke up being absolutely amazing. And that's one thing that social media does for you. It actually tracks and documents and captures your journey. People inbox me all the time saying, wow, LaVonda, I've been following you for years. I love what I see. You've grown to be such an amazing leader. That inspires and motivates me, because I know now that people have seen my journey and they know that I didn't always do Facebook live videos like this, y'all. I would barely talk for like 5 minutes. And sometimes it's still very awkward and uncomfortable for me, but I understand what's necessary. And you just have to get out of your comfort zone. Also, are you attracting people through social media, or are you turning them away? Some of you guys are being too transparent, right? Sometimes people don't need to know about your struggle until you've made it. Some of you are being absolutely too transparent. So if you're talking about how broke down, how disgusted, how depressed, how unhappy, how miserable you are, people are like, whoa, I don't want to be with that person. However, once you have work through those problems, those situations, those obstacles, and you are now leading the way. You're happier. Now you can talk about, man, guys, when I first got started on my journey, it didn't always look like this. I remember days when I didn't want to get out of bed. I remember days when I was crying so hard, I would have to take my contacts out of my eyes. I remember when I didn't even believe in myself, but here's how I got to where I am now. So some of your struggles, your obstacles, save that until after your success, okay? Because if you are talking too much about your struggle right now while you're in the struggle, people are going to think that you're too unstable to help them, and they're feeling the same way you're feeling. So understand who you're attracting, okay? Some of you guys, you are afraid to talk about you're working a job and building a business. You want people to think that you're only working your businesses full time. No, share what you're really doing, because this is the transparency that people actually relate to. When people know that you are being successful building a part-time business and you still have a full-time job, you look more like them. Because the reality is most people are not like me, who are not working full-time from home. But if you guys have been following my journey since 2014, you know that I didn't lose my job until 2016. I didn't quit my job. In fact, I would still have my job and be working this business had they not given me the boot, okay? So some of you, when y'all reach out to me saying I'm ready to quit my job and you're not even earning $500 a month, you will never get my support in that effort, because now you're going to be so stressed out working your business full time and missing that guaranteed income. Keep your jobs and build your business. If something were to happen to your job like mine, then you can turn it up in your business. Or once your business income is where you desire for it to be, then you can give the deuces to your job, right? Also, are you a real person on social media? Or are you a billboard? Some of you are getting frustrated saying, I can't get people to want to do business with me online. And that's because you don't look real, meaning all you're posting are flyers with other people pictures on it. All you're ever saying is join my team, buy my product. I mean, that's all you are. And so now people are like, man, this business has consumed their entire life. I don't want a business that's going to be like my job and suck the life out of me, right? Some people are saying, I just want to be who I am and be successful. And that's what you can be on social media. So that's why I keep y'all updated on Yaya and JoJo. That's why I continue to travel and have fun. That's why I'm not afraid to show you guys that I can still have a life. I can still be romanced by my husband, right? I can still go on girlfriend getaways. I can still have fun and let my hair down and still be successful with my business, y'all. So sometimes, you know, people are going to, yeah, Ayana says spam me. Yes. Some of y'all friends are unfriending you because they're like, oh, this girl is nothing but spam now. You're not being attractive on social media, okay? And so people are asking me that question too. I'm like, no, I wouldn't join you in business because you're just business. If people wanted to only be about business, they would keep their jobs, right? No one wants that. Most people that start a business, they want the time freedom. They want the personal freedom. So you need to show people that you can kick back and relax with your feet propped up on your coffee table with some tea and watching TV and working your business online. That's another reason why I love social media, because it doesn't matter where I am in the world. It doesn't matter what I am doing. I can always work my business. And people are attracted to me for that. The other thing that you guys are missing, you're so worried about selling people, you're not teaching anybody anything. So people get intimidated or upset with me that they have friends or family members that they want to join them, but they're saying, well, no, I don't want to join you. I want to join so-and-so because I feel that they can teach me something. Use social media to teach about your business, to teach about your product. Stop selling people. I'm a top recruiter, but I'm not a recruiter. I don't recruit anyone on my team. I educate them. They can make their own decision if they want to do business with me or not. That's why I'm not emotionally attached to when people say yes or no, because this business isn't for everyone and everyone isn't for me. I'm not for everyone. So this is not an emotional thing. So some of you who are beating yourselves up, you're like, man, I'm stuck in my business. Nobody wants to join me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's because you're not passionate about what you're doing. See, when you become passionate, you're going to educate the world. You're going to teach them about why they should do what you're doing. You're going to teach them about your journey. You're going to share these things, and you're going to do it in fun and exciting ways. So again, show your growth. Be transparent. Guys, you are a brand, no matter if you know it or not. Do not forget that. Don't be afraid of social media marketing, and don't be ashamed to say that you don't want to do business with just friends and family, okay? I would be the first to say that time and time again. In fact, I've had family members reach out to me mad that I did not contact them about the business. Now, if they want to be in the business and they contact me, I wouldn't turn them away. I'm definitely going to educate them and let them know what those expectations are. I am not your cousin in this business. I am your leader. I am your business partner. Therefore, I don't want to hear any complaints. I don't want to hear any negativity. I don't want to hear any family drama. We're not doing anything but business on this side because that's what we do. Now, aside from that, even my family members that's not in the business, that's not interested in the business, I still don't want to hear family drama, because only thing I'm doing nowadays, y'all, is income producing activity. So yes, I will be on the phone with my business partners more than my friends who are only talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta or Married to Medicine. I haven't seen those shows in years, right? I'm not going to have those conversations. We're going to talk about travel parties. We're over here talking about webinars. We're talking about launching people, phone calls, business opportunities. We're talking about empowerment. We're talking about motivational things that's adding income to our families' households. And I like that, Rain. She said, be strong, be positive, and share. Thank you, Monica. I'm glad you thought this is great information. I hope this inspires y'all. Get out there, build your business on social media, be yourselves, stop being robots, stop being billboards, have fun with your business, and don't be ashamed or afraid. Yes, you're right, B. It's a business strategy. Raynelda, you're amazing. You know, I know you're one of the shy, introvert, quiet people, but you now have a team growing to 100 agents. So that's amazing. And I know it's because of social media. Guys, when you're in these groups, on Facebook, yes, promote, be transparent, but look into groups and make sure you don't look like everyone else. I can build a business in Facebook groups because I don't post flyers. I'm not going to bug these people about joining my team. Build a brand, build your reputation in those groups. The more realistic you are as a human being, the more people will want to join your business. So when people ask me, like, how do you do what you do? I'm just being me, y'all. That's it. I actually love my company. For those of you who don't know, I'm with Planet Marketing, and it is one of the fastest growing marketing companies in the industry right now. Our host agency is IntelliTravel, and guess what, y'all? One of the top host agencies in the world. Do you hear me? And the partnership is absolutely amazing. And so for those of you who are open to a home-based business opportunity, I'm here to help you. For those of you who are wanting to get out of your comfort zone, y'all, just continue to just trust your instinct and believe in your process. When things don't look great, so what? It will get better. right? I've had a whole bunch of people quit on me. I've had a whole bunch of people stand me up. I've had a whole bunch of people lie and say they were going to be amazing and they were not. I've had a whole bunch of people turn their backs on me. So don't think that just because I'm a top income earner in the company that I don't face some of the things you guys face. You want to know the difference? I don't care. Who I care about that makes me be relentless in this opportunity is my husband, it's my children, and it's my team. So when y'all are fussing and crying and whining about quitting or giving up, that means that you're giving up on you, your husbands or wives, your children, and your team. Right? No one can make me quit what I'm doing. No one can make me turn my back on my goals and my ambitions and my inspirations. So I'm not afraid to mess up. I'm not afraid to bump my head. I'm not afraid to fail because I know that things will get better. And you know, another thing before I get off, I guess I'm on a roll, y'all. I've never been like this, but I get so many of y'all like messaging me. But another thing, y'all, when we look at these top income earners in the industry or the top income earners in your companies, you want to know the biggest difference between them and you? Number one is experience. Most of them have been around for years and years and years. And so their experience allows them to earn more income because you didn't see them going through what you're going through right now because they did that 10 years ago. That was 15 years ago, right? The other thing that separates the top income earners from you is that they read more than you. I remember, y'all, early in my career of network marketing, and I would go to these events and I'm like, oh my God, these people know the perfect things to say. Oh my gosh, they're so brilliant. They're so smart. And then they start recommending the books that they have read. And I start reading those books and start seeing, oh, that's what he said. That's what she said. That's where they got this from. So in order to increase your income, grow your library. Grow your library. When they tell you to read these books, y'all, get the books and read them. And I'm not just talking about the table of contents, okay? I'm not talking about going online and getting a summary. I'm saying read the books page by page. Some of you do audio. That's great, but I honestly believe that if you read, that you will capture more. For me, I like to read out loud. So I'm reading it and I'm getting the audio and it's a visual and it's embedded in my brain. So we're not always as smart as you think we are. We got the information from people who figured it out years ago. So do that. The other thing that separates the top income earners from you is that they don't have outside people infecting their mentality. Like, you can't talk to me about what's a scam. You can't talk to me about what doesn't work, what will not work, what hasn't worked for you, if you have not been in my shoes, right? Traditional business owners cannot talk to a network marketer about our industry because it's totally different. And I've been a traditional business owner, y'all, for 17 years. It is absolutely nothing like network marketing, okay? As a traditional business owner, everything is up to me. It's up to me who I want to hire. It's up to me who I want to fire. It's up to me how I do the marketing. But in network marketing, you have a business model that's already designed for you. So the company is going to lead you with their marketing strategies, with their information. The people who join your team, you can't always control because sometimes you brought someone in who brought someone in who brought someone in who brought someone in, right? And so now I had to understand that too. I'm a very self-motivated person, but most people are not. And I used to think like, man, this is so handicapping. Why can't these people get it? Well, guys, guess what? Some people, they don't know what they don't know. And so in order for you to be a dynamic leader, you need to go and read these leadership books so that you can really help your team and develop them as leaders. A real coach, in my opinion, is a coach that can't just coach people who's already figured it out. The real coaching ability comes from those of you who can get people who have absolutely no experience, and from ground zero, you groom them to be amazing leaders. So again, I'm done. Yes, Desiree, you are the CEO of your business. Y'all, thank you so much for watching the video and sharing and commenting. I love y'all. There's nothing you can do about it. Stay tuned, because there is some dynamic promotions that are going to happen within our organization in the next couple weeks, y'all. And don't give up on yourselves. Stay at it. Take the shot. And I'll talk to y'all later. Happy Monday.